Hello aspirants, welcome back to the Mind Mapping Lectures YouTube channel. I am Ganesh, I am your biology tutor. In this video, we are going to learn and discuss about the human circulatory system. Circulatory system. The circulatory system is a vital network responsible for transporting blood, oxygen, nutrients and waste products like CO2 throughout the body. Heart is the center of the circulatory system, acting as a pump to ensure continuous blood flow. And the components that are present in the circulatory system are heart, blood vessels and blood. We will discuss this heart later. Blood vessels which are responsible for transportation of the blood. Blood vessels are of three types: arteries, veins and capillaries. Here arteries which carries oxygenated blood away from the heart, and here veins which carries deoxygenated blood towards the heart, and here capillaries which facilitates the exchange of oxygen, nutrients and waste products between blood and tissue. Human heart, its location, it is present in the thoracic cavity between the lungs, which means it is the thoracic cavity. It is present between the lungs and it tilts towards the left side. Size of the heart, it is roughly size of your clenched fist. Clenched fist means if you close your fingers like this and this is the fist, it is your size of your heart. And weight of the heart is, it is approximately 250 to 330 grams in adults, and it is involuntary muscular organ. The entire heart is made up of the muscles, and its function, it pumps the blood through the circulatory system throughout the body. Chambers of the heart. We all know that heart has four chambers. They are right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. The right auricle receives deoxygenated blood from the body through vena cava. This deoxygenated blood enters into the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, the deoxygenated blood enters into the lungs through the pulmonary artery. The blood from the lungs after the purification re-enters into the left auricle as oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood through pulmonary vein. From the left auricle, the blood enters into the left ventricle. Left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood to the body through aorta. Septum of the heart. It is a muscular valve that separates the right and left side of the heart to prevent the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. It is the septum which present between the right and left side of the heart. Valves. Valves prevent backflow of the blood. There are four types of valves: tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve, pulmonary valve and aortic valve. The tricuspid valve present between right auricle and right ventricle. The pulmonary valve present between right ventricle and pulmonary artery. The bicuspid valve present between left auricle and left ventricle. The aortic valve present between left ventricle and aorta. Pericardium. Heart is enclosed in a double-walled membrane called as pericardium. Between these two membranes there is a fluid called pericardial fluid. This fluid is called as pericardial fluid. This fluid acts as a lubricant and reduces the friction while the heart is beating and facilitating the smooth movement with the lungs and diaphragm. This pericardium's main function is to protect the heart. Layers of the heart wall. Heart wall has three layers. They are epicardium, myocardium and endocardium. Epicardium is the inner layer of the pericardium. Myocardium, middle layer of the heart wall. It is composed of the cardiac muscles which are responsible for the contraction. Endocardium, innermost layer lining the chambers and valves of the heart. Electrical conduction system of the heart. The heart's contractions are regulated by the electrical impulses. These electrical impulses are generated by the sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node is present in the right atrium. It is also called as natural pacemaker. This sinoatrial node generates electrical impulses that initiates the heartbeat. AVN, auriculoventricular node. This node is present between atria and ventricles. It delays the electrical impulses to allow atria to contract just before the ventricles. Bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. These are present in the ventricles. This conducts the impulses to the ventricles, causing them to contract. Our heart beats 70 to 72 times per minute. As we all know that heart has 4 chambers, this sinoatrial node is present in the right auricle. When the blood enters into the right auricle, this blood touches this sinoatrial node. After the touching of the sinoatrial node, it generates the electrical impulses which are responsible for the contraction of both the atrium. After the contraction of the atrium, this impulses reaches this AVN. AVN is present here. Impulses from the AVN passes to bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. Bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. The bundle of His and Purkinje fibers, they both are present in the ventricles. They are responsible for the contraction of the ventricles. Double circulation. Generally our body shows double circulation, which means the blood enters into the heart 2 times before delivers to the body. It's called as double circulation. In the double circulation, we see deoxygenated circulation and oxygenated circulation. Deoxygenated circulation means blood enters into the right atrium through vena cava, flows to the right ventricle through the tricuspid valve, and that blood pumped to the lungs via pulmonary artery for purification. It is also called as oxygenation. Oxygenated circulation. Blood re-enters to the left atrium via pulmonary vein. From the left auricle, the blood flows to the left ventricle through the bicuspid, which is also called as mitral valve. The blood from the left ventricle pumped to the body through aorta. This circulation is called oxygenated circulation. Functions of the heart. We see the main function of the heart is to pumping of blood throughout the body and transporting of the oxygen and nutrients to the tissues, and the heart maintains blood pressure. Blood carries CO2 from the tissues to the lungs for gases exchange. Blood is a fluid connective tissue that transports oxygen, nutrients, hormones throughout the body. Blood constitutes around 7% of the body weight. pH of the blood is 7.4. It is slightly basic. Around 5 to 6 liters of the blood is present in the healthy adults. Females generally have half a liter less than the males. Blood cells are produced in the bone marrow. Blood cells are produced in the bone marrow. Study of the blood is called as hematology. Study of the blood is called as hematology. Blood components are of 4 types: plasma, WBC, platelets and RBC. We will discuss about RBC later. Here the plasma. Liquid portion of the blood is called as plasma. About 54% of the total blood is constitute of plasma. The plasma is composed of 92% of water. Plasma contains water, nutrients, hormones and proteins. Plasma contains water, nutrients, hormones and proteins. The functions of the plasma are: it regulates the pH balance and it maintains blood pressure and volume. Plasma transport nutrients such as proteins, hormones and minerals. Plasma also acts as a medium for exchange of minerals like sodium and potassium. Here the WBC. WBC, they are white blood cells. They are also called as leukocytes. They have the nucleus and they defend the body, they defend the human body against the infections. They move out of the blood vessels to attack the pathogens in the tissue. This process is called as diapedisis. WBC white blood cells are of two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes are neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. Agranulocytes are of two types, monocytes and lymphocytes. The lifespan of the WBC is about 13 to 20 days. Blood platelets, they are also called as thrombocytes. They are the small fragments, they involve in the blood clotting. The functions of the blood platelets is they releases the growth factor for tissue repair, and they also forms a clot to stop the bleeding. We have discussed about the components of the blood like plasma, WBC, platelets. Now we will discuss about the RBC. RBC, they are also called as erythrocytes. They have no nucleus in the mature RBC. They are disc-shaped cells containing hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, it is a iron containing pigment. Because of the hemoglobin, the red blood cells appears in the red in color. The functions of the RBCs are they transport oxygen from the lungs to tissues, and they carries CO2 from tissues to the lungs. The terms related to the hemoglobin are oxyhemoglobin and deoxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin means hemoglobin bound with the oxygen. Deoxyhemoglobin means hemoglobin with low oxygen. One hemoglobin carries around 4 molecules of oxygen. Lifespan of the RBCs is around 120 days. Generally, RBCs production takes place in the bone marrow. Destruction of the RBCs occurs in the spleen and liver. The liver is also called as graveyard of the RBC. The liver is also called as a graveyard of the RBC. Breakdown products of the RBCs are biliverdin and bilirubin, responsible for the bile pigments. We have completed the entire circulatory system. If you got any doubt regarding this chapter, please mention them in the comment section. I am ready to help you all.